Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really cute button patches. This is what I call them. Aren't they adorable? So I've made some that's got little hangers that you can hang them on. Put a safety pin through here, through the top, and put it on a project bag or whatever. And the ones I did not put the little hangers on, you can either put a safety pin back here or a magnet, and be so adorable to be pinned on something or put on the refrigerator. But these are all the ones I've made. Like I said, you can put a safety pin at the top. And they look really cute hanging on something. Let me see if I can get my little... I made a bunny bowl a while back. Let me pull it over here. It's on my table. See if I can pull it over here. And it would be so cute with one of these hanging on it. Isn't that darling? I love this. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you how to make today. My little button patches. I'm going to leave that on there. It's too cute. All right. So let me just show you the ones I have made. Like I said, I started making these and I got... I couldn't stop, y'all. Got my Southern sisters on here, my 4 Southern sisters, my Southern brother, my Southern cat, another Southern sister, a Southern bunny. And you can do flowers, whatever you want to do. All right, so let me just get started. Let's push these aside. So what you need to do first is get your whatever what am I looking for? You want in the center. Flower or bunny or sister or brother, whatever you want for the center. And I've already done I did a sister up. I've already got her sewn together. And let me give you some dimensions so you'll know kind of the size we're looking at. Okay, she's about 2 inches tall, okay? So her dress was about 1 inch. It was about 1 inch. That's how I drew her dress up. And then I just drew everything else on and sewed it up. And I've got it on a piece of Kona fabric, which I love to use Kona. I get this off of Amazon. You can get this off of Amazon or you can get it at Hobby Lobby right now. Joann's used to sell it too, but Joann's closed down. So I went and looked on Amazon in case I can't find it at Hobby Lobby, and they have it. So anyway, so I love to use my Kona. It's 100% cotton, and it just seems to sew up very, very well. So I've got her all sewn on here. And the next thing I want to do is I want to use this CD for my circle. But if you don't have a CD, just draw you a circle that is 4.5 inches. All right. So I'm going to put this in, and I like the CD because it's opened in the middle. You can see exactly where the center is. I put it on the center of her dress. And I'm going to draw a circle. And I'm using this FriXion pen that's erasable. It's not going to be seen, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to draw a circle around. Make sure I've got her centered. All right. Put that aside over there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut her out. I wish I had made all of these with the little tab on the top where you insert the safety pin like that. These are one of the first ones I made, and then I thought, you know, maybe I should put something to attach it with. And I wish I had done it on all of them. I guess I could go back and sew it on the back right there. But I can still use these, like I said, with safety pins, or I can put a safety pin right here, or just a magnet. I really like the way this looks. So, and today I'm going to make sure I put that little tab on there with this one I'm making. All right, I've got her cut out. Let me just put her over here for right now. Now we need to get, this is clipboard in here. I didn't want them to be flimsy or anything, so I put some clipboard in there. And I got this off of Amazon. It comes in a package. I don't know how many. I think it was like 30 in one package. Anyway, I really use this for a lot of my crafts. I just love it. So I used a compass, and I've got it set at 1 1/4. So you're going to need to draw a circle and cut that circle out on your chipboard, or any hard cardboard you may have. That'll work. All right, so let me get my paper scissors, where are they at? I think these will work. Let's cut that circle out. Make sure, get all the little edges off here. Clean it up a little bit. Okay, there's my circle. Next, I'll need a piece of batting. And I am going to cut out one piece of batting. The batting goes right here. I like the softness of it and the way it looks. So we're going to put a piece of batting right there between the chipboard and the front. So let's cut this out. It's going to be the same size as our cardboard here. You could hang these on little backpacks, project bags. It's so cute. All right, one more thing. We need felt. This goes on the back. And it's going to be the same size as our circle here. Well, I may make it a little bit bigger, just a tad bigger. Because when you go to sew it on, you want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be real, real tight. Because once you start sewing around that circle, sometimes it ends up that you have to really stretch it to make it fit. So let me just make it just a tad larger. Okay, just a tad larger. Alrighty. This is so easy to make. Okay, let's get to putting it together here. Alrighty. And we've got our little sister all cut out here. And I'm just going to center this on top of the chipboard here, the cardboard. And then I'm going to center, sister, make sure I do have her centered and I got enough room. I didn't make her too big because sometimes I get carried away with the hair and give her big hair and her hair's too big and she may overlap. So, but this looks like she's going to fit just fine. That's great. Alrighty. So let's get us some thread. Let me see. I may have some already. There's a needle. I was looking for a needle that's already threaded. Okay, I'm using double strand, just white sewing thread. And we're going to do a gathering stitch right along the edge here. Like that. Alrighty, so let's just do a gathering stitch all the way around. Don't put it right on the edge. It's almost like 1/4 of an inch. From the edge. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. It's a hot one. We haven't made it to 100 yet, but I think today may be the day they said. Normally we've already made it to 100 degrees. Because July is known to be one of the hottest months, but we haven't gotten there yet. But it's a coming. They said it's coming. When I go walking, I try to get out real early in the morning before it gets really hot. I went walking, it was about 7 o'clock this morning. That's the only time you can do it, really, unless you want to deal with the heat. So, okay, here we go. I've got this all sewn around, all right? I still got this hanging here. I haven't tied it off yet. What we're going to do is going to put this in here like that, the batting, and then the cardboard. Turn this over. Make sure everything is still centered. It looks good. All right, now I'm going to pull my thread and all my stitches. We're going to just gather it up here like that. I'm going to look again. Let's turn it over. Look again. See if I like the way that looks. If not, this would be the time you can adjust it by pulling on it to move the fabric and the batting. And I love the look the batting gives it. All right, she looks really cute. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pull her down just a little bit more. There. Okay, pull on the thread. And I'm going to start tying this thread off. Okay, I'm just going to put a knot here. And then I'm just going to go, since I've got extra thread, I'm just going to go back and forth, making it a little bit tighter. Tie it off. Doesn't matter how this looks back here because we're going to be covering it up. Okay, that looks really good. Alrighty, the next thing is we're going to do a blanket stitch around the edge. I like to finish it off on the front with a blanket stitch. So let me see what color I want to do. I've got some pink. I've got some, this is kind of like an orangey red. This is pretty. I really like that. I think I want to do this. This is on number 349. I really like this color. So I'm going to pull me off a pretty long piece here because I want to try to go all the way around without having to run out of thread. But if I do, I know how to, you know, begin and end it in the blanket stitch, but I'd rather not do it if I don't have to. I don't like running out of thread right in the middle of something. Who does, right? Wow, that's a big needle. I guess I should have checked out my needles before I sat down and start this video, but it'll work. Okay, I've got 2 strands. Alrighty. I'm going to come up right here. I'm going underneath right here. And I'm going to start down here at the, well, you know what? It really doesn't matter where you start. I'm going to start down at the bottom here. So I'm going underneath, bringing my needle underneath the fabric here. I'm going up to the edge. And I'm going to push it out right there. Okay? And this will determine how wide you want the stitch to be right here. Okay? So I just want it barely running along the edge. I don't want it to go down too far. So I want to go right here. Go in right there. Push it through. Like that. I'm going to bring my needle under here. Alrighty. So I'm just going to hold that back like that. Keep it out of the way. I'm going to do the next stitch. And I'm just trying to determine how far apart I want it. Probably right there. Make sure this thread's over on this side. Pull it. And there you have it. Blanket stitch. Okay, I've still got the thread over there, so that's good. Keep your thread off to the left here. And just go around the edge. And it really finishes it all. I mean, it really has a pretty finish. Nice little touch to the button patch. My husband is the one who helped me name this. I was making these. I go, I don't even know what I call these. He goes, call it a button patch. I go, hey, that's a good idea. He's always helping me come up with names. I don't know if y'all noticed just a few minutes ago, a little gnat landed on my finger. It's like, where did that come from? I'm looking to see if it's flying around. Seems like every video I have some kind of critter showing up. Either the bees outside buzzing or I got a little gnat landing on my finger. Those little gnats come from bananas, I think. And we have a lot of bananas in our house. We eat a lot of bananas, especially my husband. He eats a banana every single day, pretty much. And they're good for you. So, but there's one gnat, and it happened to find me while I'm filming. Y'all, looks like I'm going to run out of thread. I thought I could make it around. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. Probably do one more. Okay, I'll just turn this over. Come down a little bit and tie it off here. Get me some more thread. Well, there you go. All right, I'm going to do the same thing, go underneath, but this time I'm going to go right here to continue on. Right there like that. Okay. Go underneath there. Hold my thread off to the left here. Almost done. Okay, to finish it off, I need to connect this right here. So what I want to do, I'm just going to go underneath this one and kind of catch my fabric too, just a little bit. Connect that like that. Alrighty, then I'm going to go down here in the back and tie it off. Like I said, nobody's going to see this because this is going to be covered up with our felt. All right. Oh, that is so cute. Looking good, looking good. All right, now we're going to attach. Let me see, where's my little tag first? What I did, I just took some Kona fabric and I tore it. And I've made it about, let me see, how long is this? This piece is about 6.5 inches. So I'm just going to fold that like, well, getting ahead of myself here. First of all, I want to put something fancy on there. So I'm going to fold it and I'm going to sew some embroidery stitches on here. Let me see. I've got some thread already on this one, so I'm going to use this. So let's just make a couple of stars. I'll leave a little gap here so I can put my safety pin up there. So I'm just going to go down a little bit. Start on the back. Because I do want enough space that I can insert that safety pin. You can put as much sewing on this as you want. More the merrier. That's how I feel about it. Let's go down and do another one. Now you're not going to want to sew down here because this is going to be inside the back. So this part on up, it's the only part's going to be seen. So just remember that. Okay, that looks good. See, it's going to be like that. And if you want to sew something around here, like another stitch or something, an outline stitch, it'll be just fine, whatever you want to do. Let's just tie this off in the back. Always like to do a couple of knots. Okay, so now I'm just going to insert this right here, and I want to sew it on, make sure it's centered at the front. Okay, let me get some thread. I love to do hand sewing, as you can tell. Most of my projects are done by hand. I do use my sewing machine sometimes, like when I make my pillowcase dolls. I'll have to, of course, sew those up because I'm making the dress. And the body. And it would take me a really long time if I hand sewn it. So I sew those up on the sewing machine. But other than that, I do a lot of my other projects by hand. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach this to the back here with some thread. Just kind of, this needle is so big, it's hard to go through this fabric. Wish I'd have got me a finer one. And plus you got to remember you're going through 3 layers, so it can be kind of hard to push through. Just a few stitches will do it, because you're going to be attaching it up here too. This is just reinforcing it. All right. Wow, this is causing me to work, y'all. That's enough. All right. That's turning out really nicely. Okay, let's get my felt here. And I want to place this on the back. Like that. And we're going to sew it around. Let me get a longer piece of thread. And we're going to attach this to the back to the front. And guess what? We'll be done after this. So it takes about, I guess, 30 minutes to put one of these together. That is after you've gotten your front already embroidery, all your embroidery stuff done, and it's ready to be attached. So what I do, I just go underneath here, hide my knot right here, like that, and I'll start right here with the tag. I want to push this through to the front, like here, like this. See where it's coming through? Okay, and then I just start going back and forth through it, just where the little tag is, and make sure I'm catching all the layers. The back layer here, the little tab there, or tag, whatever you want to call it. Continue on until you get it all the way across there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pin this so it doesn't move, because as you're tugging and pulling on the thread and everything, it may try to move a little bit. So let's kind of pin it in place so it'll stay put. Okay, I'm on the other side of this now. So I'm going to go through my threads in the back. So I'm going to just go through and I'm going to start attaching the felt to the front edge. And I'm going to do it like a blanket stitch. I'm just going to hold that off to the side, catch the top here a little bit. And I'm going to do it above my border. Okay, I'm not catching that red thread there. I'm going right above it. And catch the felt. Hold my thread off to the left here. What am I doing? I think I just made a knot. No, 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 no. Did I? Really? Okay, I was able to get that knot out. Woo! Let me see, where am I? Holding it off that way to the left, then I'm going through and catching the 2 layers here, attaching the front to the back. These would really be cute too. I was just thinking of all the different ways you can use these little button patches. These would really be cute, just displayed in a bowl. Like our basket, you know. Or you can make a little, you can connect them with a, like yarn in between them and hang them like a banner. That would be darling too. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to go around and sew this together, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got it sewn all around. I'm just going to tie it off. And she's all done. She turned out beautiful. I love making these, I really do. So that's how the back looks. And like I said, you can put a magnet here, but since I got the little tag on it, or tab, should I call it? Let me get some safety pins here. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my camera here. Let's put a safety pin on here. Now I have a bag here. I thought I would pull it out and just show you. It's kind of big, but I made this bag many years ago. And I was thinking I could hang my new button patch I just finished on here. Maybe at the top. Let's just attach it here next to the handle. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. So you can attach it to a project bag, a tote bag, a basket, or just fill them up in a basket and just lay them all there. Just make you like 10 of them and just lay them in there. It'd be so darling. So that's my button patches, y'all. So I hope you guys have fun making these. And like I said, you can put any design you want on front of them and attach them to anything you want. All right, you guys, well, have fun, like I said, and hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll see you soon with another one. All right, God bless you, and I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye now.